Do you ever look at a flight of stairs and feel tired before you even take the first step? Many people assume this heaviness is just a normal part of getting older, but it is actually a specific signal from your body. Think of it like a check engine light in your car telling you that your power is fading. The good news is that you do not need complicated medicine to fix it. Today, I want to explain exactly how your body works and show you one simple movement that can help you feel strong again. Hello there. I am Dr. Blake, and today I want to help you understand something very important about your health. I see patients in my office every single day who come in with the same story. They sit down across from me, sigh, and tell me they just do not feel like themselves anymore. They say they feel slower. They say they feel heavier. They tell me that things that used to be easy now feel like a chore. Maybe you have felt this too. Maybe you wake up in the morning and it takes you a long time to get going. Or maybe you look at a flight of stairs and you feel tired before you even take the first step. When I hear this, the first thing I tell them is that this is not laziness. It is not just getting old either. It is a sign that your body is trying to tell you something. I like to explain it this way. Think of your body like a car. When you buy a brand new car, the engine is strong. You turn the key and it roars to life immediately. You press the gas pedal and it zooms forward without any hesitation. But think about what happens to a car that has been on the road for 60 years. If you do not take care of the engine, it starts to get sluggish. You turn the key and it might cough or sputter before it starts. You press the gas and it takes a while to get up to speed. This is exactly what is happening inside your body. Your engine is your strength. When you feel weak or tired, it is like your internal engine has lost some of its horsepower. The good news is that you are not broken. A car mechanic can tune up an old engine and make it run smoothly again. As a doctor, I am here to tell you that we can tune up your body too. You do not have to accept feeling weak as a normal part of life. You have the power to fix this. It starts with understanding that the tired feeling is just a signal. Your dashboard light is on. Now we just need to pop the hood and see what is going on underneath so we can get you back on the road. Now that we have opened the hood, let us look at the specific signs that your engine is struggling. Sometimes these signs are so subtle that you do not notice them right away. You might just think you are having a bad day, but if you pay close attention, you will see a pattern. One of the most common signs is how you handle objects. Think about when you carry groceries into the house. 10 years ago, you probably grabbed 4 bags at once and marched right into the kitchen. Today, you might take only 1 bag at a time. You might even ask someone else to carry the heavy things like the milk or the laundry detergent. This is a sign that your engine is losing power. Another major sign happens when you try to move your own body weight. Think about sitting on a low sofa or a soft chair. When it is time to stand up, do you just stand up? Or do you have to rock back and forth a few times to get momentum? Do you have to push down hard on the armrest with your hands? If you need your arms to help your legs stand up, that is a warning light on your dashboard. It means your leg muscles are not producing enough power to lift you up easily. Let us go back to our car analogy. Imagine you are driving your car on a flat road. It runs fine. But then you approach a steep hill. A strong car climbs that hill without slowing down. But a car with a weak engine struggles. The engine makes a lot of noise, the car slows down, and it feels like it might not make it to the top. Your daily life is full of these hills. Walking upstairs, getting out of a car, or lifting a grandchild are all hills. If you feel winded or shaky doing these things, your body is struggling to get up the hill. The machinery is still there, but it is working much harder than it should to produce the same result. This extra effort is why you feel so tired at the end of the day. You might be thinking that you are active enough because you walk every day. I hear this all the time. A patient will tell me they walk 2 miles every morning, so they do not understand why they still feel weak. I want to be very clear. Walking is wonderful. I want you to keep walking. It is great for your heart, it clears your mind, and it gets you fresh air. But walking has a limit. It does not fix the specific problem we are talking about today. Walking is not the same as building horsepower. Here is why. When you walk on a flat sidewalk, your body becomes very efficient. It learns how to use the least amount of energy possible to keep you moving. In our car analogy, walking is like coasting downhill. When you coast downhill, your car is moving, but the engine is barely doing any work. You are just rolling along. It feels nice and easy. It keeps the fluids moving and the battery charged. However, coasting downhill does not make the engine stronger. It does not test the pistons or the transmission. To build a strong engine that can handle hills, you need to challenge it. You need to put it in a lower gear and make it work a little bit. Walking does not provide that challenge. You can walk for an hour and never truly push your muscles to get stronger. This is why you can be a faithful walker for 20 years and still find it hard to get out of a chair. Your heart is fit, but your structural engine is getting weaker. You are maintaining the tires and the paint, but you are neglecting the horsepower. We need to do more than just coast if we want to stay independent and strong. We need to turn the engine on and rev it up. If this makes sense to you, write "I want to be strong" in the comments so I know you are ready to learn how to fix this. Welcome back. We have talked about how you feel and why walking alone is not enough. Now I want to explain exactly how your body works so you can take control of it. I want you to visualize your body as that car we talked about. In this picture, your skeleton is the metal frame of the car. It gives you shape. Your heart is the fuel pump, sending gas to the rest of the machine. But the engine itself, the part that actually makes the wheels turn and the car move, is your muscles. Your muscles are the only things that allow you to move through the world. Without them, you would be a pile of bones on the floor. Every time you move, your muscles contract and pull on your bones to create action. When you are young, your engine is naturally big and powerful. You have muscle to spare. But as we age, nature tries to be efficient. If you do not use a muscle, your body thinks you do not need it. It starts to break that muscle down to save energy. Think about a high-performance sports car. If you leave it in the garage and never drive it fast, the parts start to degrade. The seals dry out. The power fades. Your muscles are the same. If you only do easy things like walking or sitting, your body shrinks your engine. It gets smaller and weaker. This is a biological fact. After age 40, we lose muscle mass every single year if we do not do something to stop it. This shrinking engine is the root cause of the weakness you feel. It is not just about getting old. It is about your engine getting smaller because it is not being asked to do hard work. The good news is that you can rebuild that engine at any age. You just have to show your body that you still need that power. We talked about the engine shrinking, but there is another enemy we need to discuss. That enemy is sitting. In our modern world, we sit a lot. We sit to eat, we sit to watch TV, we sit to drive, and we sit to read. You might think sitting is just resting, but for your body, it is much worse than that. Let us go back to the car. Imagine you take your car and park it in the backyard. Then you leave it there for a month. It rains, it snows, the sun beats down on it. What happens? The metal starts to rust. The hinges on the doors get stiff and squeaky. The brakes might even seize up so the wheels will not turn. This is what happens to your body when you sit for long periods. Your joints are designed to move. They have a special fluid inside them that acts like oil or grease. When you move, this oil coats the joint and keeps it smooth. When you sit still, that oil gets cold and sticky. Your joints get stiff. Your muscles get tight and short. You start to feel rusty. This is why you feel so stiff when you first stand up after watching a long movie. Your parts have seized up a little bit. Sitting also puts your engine to sleep. When you are in a chair, your leg muscles are doing absolutely nothing. They turn off completely. If they are turned off for hours every day, they forget how to fire quickly. It is like trying to start a car in the middle of winter. The battery is cold and the engine does not want to turn over. By sitting too much, you are letting your car rust and your battery die. We need to break this cycle. We need to keep the oil warm and the engine ready to go. The solution is not to run a marathon. The solution is to learn how to turn the engine on frequently so the rust never has a chance to build up. We have talked about the problem. A shrinking engine, and a rusty frame. Now I want to give you the solution. You might be worried that I am going to tell you to join a gym, lift heavy metal weights, or run on a treadmill. I promise you, I am not going to do that. The solution is much simpler, and you can do it right there in your kitchen or living room. In fact, you might be sitting on the piece of equipment you need right now. The single best exercise to turn your engine back on is the chair squat. It is simply standing up from a chair and sitting back down, but doing it with focus and control. I know what you are thinking. Dr. Blake, I stand up every day. How is that exercise? Here is the secret. When you stand up without thinking, you often use momentum. You swing your body or push off with your hands. That is cheating the engine. But when you do it intentionally, using only your legs, it changes everything. Think of this movement like turning the ignition key in your car. When you plant your feet and push the floor away to stand up, you are sending a massive electrical signal to the biggest muscles in your body. You are telling your glutes, your thighs, and your core, wake up, we have work to do. This movement is special because it is a compound movement. That means it uses many parts of the car at once. It works the suspension, your knees and hips, the chassis, your back, and the tires, your feet and ankles. No other simple movement gives you this much benefit for this little time. It mimics the most essential movements of life. If you can master this, you can get out of a car, get off the toilet, and climb stairs with power. It is the fundamental way we keep the engine firing on all cylinders. You do not need a fancy gym membership. You just need a chair and gravity. Gravity provides the weight, and your body provides the engine power. By fighting gravity on the way up and controlling it on the way down, you are tuning your engine to be powerful again. So, why is this chair movement better than your daily walk? I want to go back to our gear shift analogy. Imagine your car has a manual transmission. Walking is like driving in first gear. It is great for getting around a parking lot or moving slowly through traffic. It is necessary, but it does not produce a lot of torque or power. You cannot climb a steep mountain in first gear. You need to shift into second or third gear to get that surge of power. The chair squat is that gear shift. It forces your muscles to work harder than they do when you walk. When you walk, you are rarely lifting your full body weight against gravity in a challenging way. You are just balancing on one leg and then the other. But when you squat down and stand up, you are lifting your entire body weight straight up against the earth. That requires force. In the world of engines, we call this torque. Torque is what gets you moving from a dead stop. As we get older, we lose torque faster than we lose endurance. You might be able to walk for an hour, endurance, but you cannot lift a heavy suitcase, torque. This exercise also trains your balance system in a way walking does not. When you lower yourself toward a chair, your brain has to calculate exactly where your body is in space so you do not miss the seat. It is like the computer in a modern car constantly adjusting the brakes and steering to keep you safe. Walking does not demand this much calculation. By practicing the chair squat, you are upgrading your car's computer software. You are teaching your brain how to control your body, preventing falls before they happen. You are building a car that is not just moving, but one that is powerful, responsive, and safe on any road. This is why I say, walk for your heart, but squat for your independence. Did the car engine example help you understand how your body works? Now let us get practical. I want to teach you exactly how to perform this engine tune-up. You can create a 1-minute routine that fits into your day perfectly. First, find a sturdy chair. A kitchen chair is perfect. Do not use a soft sofa or a chair with wheels. That is like trying to fix a car while it is rolling down a hill. Dangerous. Place the chair against a wall so it cannot slide backward. Now sit on the edge of the seat with your feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart. Here is the ignition sequence. 1. Lean your chest forward slightly, like you are looking over a cliff. 2. Put your weight into your heels. 3. Without using your hands, push the floor away and stand up tall. 4. This is the most important part. Sit back down slowly. Do not just flop down. Imagine you are landing a plane or parking a car in a very tight spot. You want to touch the chair as gently as a feather. That slow downward movement is where the real magic happens. It is like charging your battery. If you cannot do it without hands yet, that is okay. Place your hands on your thighs for support or have a high counter in front of you to hold on to. The goal is to do this for just 1 minute a day. Or, if you prefer counting, aim for 10 repetitions. You can do this while you wait for your coffee to brew or during a commercial break on TV. You do not need to sweat or get out of breath. You are just turning the key and letting the engine run for a minute to keep the oil circulating. Consistency is more important than intensity. Doing this a little bit every day keeps the rust away. It reminds your body, I am still a driver, and I need this car to work. We have tuned the engine and started the car. Now we need to talk about fuel. You would never put sand or water in your car's gas tank and expect it to run well. You know that the quality of the fuel matters. If you put in cheap, dirty fuel, the fuel injectors get clogged and the engine sputters. Your body is exactly the same. The fuel for your muscles is protein. Every time you do your chair squats, your body wants to build your muscles up a little bit stronger. But it cannot build anything if you do not give it the bricks to build with. Protein provides those bricks. Many people over 60 essentially stop eating enough protein. We tend to eat toast and coffee for breakfast, a salad or sandwich for lunch, and maybe some pasta for dinner. That is like trying to run a Ferrari on fumes. To keep your engine strong, you need to add high-quality fuel to every meal. This does not mean you need to eat giant steaks. Simple things work best. Eggs are excellent fuel. Greek yogurt is like high-octane premium gas. Beans, lentils, chicken, and fish are all wonderful. On the other hand, sugar and processed flour are like dirty fuel. They give you a quick burst of energy, like stepping on the gas pedal in neutral, but they leave sludge in the engine. They cause inflammation, which makes your joints feel rusty and stiff. Try to make a simple swap. Instead of just toast, have an egg with it. Instead of just a salad, add some beans or tuna. When you pair your 1-minute exercise with good fuel, you will feel the difference. Your engine will run smoother, quieter, and with more power. You are giving your body exactly what it needs to repair itself and keep you moving forward. We have covered a lot today. We talked about how fatigue is just a check engine light. We talked about the rust of sitting and the power of the chair squat. But I want to end on the most important point of all, your future. Why does all of this matter? It is not just about having big muscles. I do not care if you look like a bodybuilder. I care about your freedom. I care about you being able to walk comfortably to the mailbox. I care about you being able to get down on the floor to play with your grandkids and, more importantly, get back up again. Think of this daily habit as car maintenance. You change the oil in your car because you want it to last. You do not wait until the engine explodes on the highway to call a mechanic. You do the small maintenance to prevent the big breakdown. Your body deserves the same respect. By doing your chair squats and eating a little protein, you are doing your daily maintenance. You are preventing the breakdown, which for us means a fall, a broken hip, or losing the ability to live in your own home. You have the controls in your hands. You are the driver. It does not matter if you haven't exercised in 20 years. You can start the engine today. It might sputter at first, but it will start. And day by day, it will get smoother. You will feel that horsepower coming back. You will look at a flight of stairs and think, no problem, I can drive up that. That feeling of confidence is priceless. So let us make a deal. Let us keep your engine running strong so you can enjoy the ride for as long as possible. The road ahead is beautiful, and I want you to be strong enough to see it all. Will you try just 5 chair squats this week and see how your body feels?